Hi everyone, it's Laura again. I am bringing you the second installment of my pandemic vintage haul. It is a haul of clothing that I received. My friend's grandmother passed away. I was able to go and collect the majority of her wardrobe. I had a limited amount of time, so it was a grab and run type of situation. A lot of these pieces need work, soaking, repairs, what have you. So I am sorting through them as I show them to you. So I do have a little bit of everything. So I hope that you will enjoy this. Let's go. All right. This is a very simple start. It's a bandana. There are a few of these that were in the, that I was able to grab that I am aware of. Bandanas sell decently. Usually I do between $15 to $25 shipped depending on the pattern. So like this one, for instance, the pattern isn't amazing. It is older, so it's got the, you'll see, oh my gosh, so sorry about that. It's very wrinkled. There it says wash fast colors, and then all cotton. It does have the RN number, so obviously it was made after 1959. So, you know, 60s, sometime, maybe 70s. I think once they get into the 70s, it'll say like made in USA type of thing. But, you know, I throw these up on eBay or Etsy, like I said, 15 to 25 bucks somewhere shipped usually. So that just needs to be soaked. This is a bathrobe, I think. Uh-oh, Elvis is snorting a little bit. This has, so I mentioned in my first video, she did a lot of sort of creative tailoring on her own. So on this one, she just hacked the bottom off. I believe that she was shorter. There are a lot of pieces that have the bottoms hacked off. So, but I like this print. This is probably, I'm gonna guess, an 80s piece. It's very lightweight. It's got yellowing going on, so I do have to soak it, but it's cute, you know. Simple. This is the tag. There is no tie with it at the moment, at least. Maybe I don't know what that is. There's belt loops, and then there's like the ties on the inside are definitely there. One of them is on the outside. It's unusual, but you know, we'll see what we can do with it once I've gotten it cleaned up. So that is going in my soak box. Things that need to be soaked that I can do here at home. All right, this is pretty cool. Probably also, I don't know how I'm gonna end up cleaning it. Maybe I'll dry clean it, I don't know. It is also, I'm gonna guess, like another dressing gown. It's black velvet. I don't think it's like a silk velvet, and it seems a little bit more of that crushed velvet. I don't think that this is a 90s piece, but it's that type of velvet, that 90s kind of crushed velvet look. It has snaps down the front, and there is lace. The lace has some sequins, but the sequins are like plasticky. I don't think that this is that old. I mean, I think it's 70s, 80s. Let's see. Old sequins, like 30s sequins, could be made out of gelatin, which can dissolve if you try to soak it. I don't think that's what's going on here, but it's a neat piece. I don't know if it can stand up to washing. I am currently having my laundry sent out to be washed, although for various reasons I'm not super excited with that solution right now. I might take a chance washing this on my own, but I wouldn't trust it to somebody else to do it. But I don't know if I'll even be able to do that. I don't know what I'll do. Soak it, wash it, something. It needs something. Hi, friend. My new kitty friend, Skibbity, is sitting in my soak box right now. This dress is really pretty. Little fancier cocktail dress. I think it had straps at some point that have been cut off. So the beading all seems to be pretty much intact. So it would be like this, you know. It's a nice thin but weighty material. This I probably would say is a jersey, and it has been hemmed, but I don't know if she did it. So it's in pretty decent shape. I don't see, oh no, that's not true. I did see a stain on it. There's a mark down here that's a pretty major mark. So I might try to spot clean that. And then otherwise this would have to go to a dry cleaner. I don't actually know if my dry cleaner is even open during this coronavirus situation. This has a metal zipper down the back. I might put this up on like Wounded Bird also, just because it's missing the straps and whatnot. And if I may choose to just throw it up there without trying to have it cleaned. This is the tag. I can't quite decipher that yet, but I will try before I list it to figure out what that was. So very pretty, simple, pretty, in relatively good shape. But I'm still going to put it in this big box full of stuff that needs more attention than I'm probably able to give because of the dry cleaning factor. Just, this is a little pair of control style underwear, like an aqua lace girdle style panty. Needs to be soaked. That's the tag. I'll throw this up on eBay, 15, 20 bucks. This is very pretty, very yellowed, and it has lost a lot of stretch, but I still think it can sell for a fair amount of money, and I love the style of it. So it definitely needs soaking. It's very yellowed, as you can see, and grungy and nasty. After I soak it, needs to be soaked. It really does not have stretch to it. A little bit, not as much as it should have. The cups of this had some sort of fill that was, she cut the opening and pulled whatever it was out, and there is a ribbon in this bodice that is missing from here. So I would obviously give this a good soak, pull this ribbon out. I probably would end up dyeing this some sort of funky color and throwing it up on Depop as like a more fun, clubby, grungy, romantic kind of piece, because it's just too destroyed for a real vintage collector, you know, but it's still fun and pretty, and I want somebody to enjoy it. So that goes in the soak box. That was by Lady Marlene. This is a robe that's also really dirty, and it's a candidate for being dyed. Just like this sort of seafoam green type of thing, but you can see it's a hot mess right there. It's got all this lace business going on, so it's just, the lace is really just around the neckline, but it's cool. She did hack this at the bottom as well with some pinking shears. It does have its belt tie, and that's the tag. So I'll soak this. I anticipate that the stains are not going to come out fully with soaking. If they do not, I will dye it, and it'll be sort of a, you know, galaxy mishmash sort of color. That'll be fun to do. So we'll do that. Another pair of panties that also just lace. They need definitely to be soaked. Maybe they'll be dyed if the discoloration does not come out of these. And Suspense by the creators of Suspense. I don't know what that means. So never heard of Suspense before, but it's an older tag. I feel like these would do well with that eBay population, but they definitely need to be cleaned first. This sweater is very cute, little nautical style. Staining here, grungy grossness on the white there. I think there's actually some holes here, possibly, or at least pulls that I can fix. Oh, I think they were holes that have been semi-repaired in the past. So, you know, this is another piece that would be really good for a platform like Depop. Just a younger crowd that's got a little bit more of a distressed kind of style. It's a cute piece, very normcore, I think. I'm not big on the normcore scene, but I like the sweater. So we'll soak that, see how it does, see if we can get something out of that. Put that in there. This dress is really pretty. Yellow, feels like cotton sundress. So let's see. Little full skirt. It's got pockets, which is nice. It does have some dark staining down here, a couple of spots. This lace has a little bit of beading here, so this I'll have to be careful with when I soak it, but I think that this should soak fairly well. The bigger issue with this is going to be those darker spots on the skirt. This does have a metal zipper down the back and this cute little halter neckline with a little flower attached. That's the back. Very pretty, nice and summery. I don't know if this had tags or not. I don't see anything. Not lined. It's okay. But I'll soak this. This is a fun piece. I think this is like a great basic summer dress for women who love dressing in vintage. It should be popular. I want to say, assuming that this cleaned up properly, I would do this for somewhere probably between 70 to 90 if it cleans up well. This dress I really like. I want to say that it's probably like a 70s, 80s style. It's a mesh maxi dress. And I believe, so maybe not, I believe that she hacked the bottom off of this too and had it hemmed. There is this other thing that was with it, and it's just, I don't know, that's pretty wide though. That's way wider than, I don't know what this is. This was with the dress. I have no idea what this is. This is a seam here, but it's like a very raw seam. It's clearly, like, I don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know if this, I don't know. So this might just end up in the trash. I don't know. The dress doesn't seem like it's missing anything to me. So I will soak it because it's just got a general dinginess to it. There are some discolorations in the back. I don't know if that's a tag or not. On the zipper though. Let me see. I think I keep mistaking this for a tag, and really it's just discolored. The zipper is a nylon zipper. Yeah, it's just like weird yellowing of the zipper, like maybe a mold or something, right? And then it showed through onto this side over here. I didn't see a tag yet except for one size tag. It's very tiny. Here. And there is like an ink stain or something on the waistband here. Down there. But I really like this dress. It's cool. So I'll figure out if I can soak it. And we'll see how that comes out. My boxes are going to be so full. All right, let's see. What do I have? Oh, this is so cute. I really like this shirt. This will be an Etsy or a Depop, I think. So just neat little primary colored stripes. It's got this neck tie, so it's a keyhole neckline with this little bow. So cute. And it's in relatively good shape. I think it just needs to be cleaned, washed, and then we're good to go. I don't see tags, I don't think. Oh, there we go. Oh, let's see. Claire Bodner separates at, I don't know. I can't read this tag, but it's a cool tag. I will show it to you. One moment, please. There you go. So, very cool. And hopefully it washes well. Since I don't have fiber content, I don't think it feels like wool. Or anything dangerous. So we hope that just washes up nicely. Hanger. I have a lot of neat hangers. Some of them I'll be listing. Probably this one. They don't sell for a whole lot, but you know what? I actually sell. Oops. Sorry, buddy. I fell. And I'm startling new cat. Hangers sell. So not necessarily for much, but people like them. And why throw them away? They're cool. So, all right. This dress, simple, but cute. This is all beading up here, so it's like a cut work surrounded by beading. There is a side metal zipper that goes all the way up. And I know that there's some spots on this. Oh, and we are hacked at the bottom again. Although there is a fold that it looks like this was hemmed at some point. That might be like a micro mini when it's hemmed. There's a little bit of discoloration. So I'll have to see. This will be one of those where I will, I think that's just a thread, yeah. But there are some stains. I will see, like spot treat this with water to see how it behaves before I try soaking it. Might be a dry clean only. There's some discoloration in the armpits. We'll see. I'll have to experiment a little bit before I can decide what we're doing with it. So let's put that there. I feel like my soak box is, I'm going to put this over here. My soak box is very rapidly getting full. This is the box that the totes came in, and it's the biggest one that I've got. And I think that's my box of, I don't fucking know what to do with you. You are beyond my capacity. So you're going in that box. This is so pretty. I haven't really pulled this out yet to look at, but all right. So there's a lining in there. Nice full skirt. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like very thin metallic gold pinstriping on this. And it looks like it's a straight skirt with like this poof around it. It has a metal zipper in the back, and it also has a belt, and I think that there is no, that's a different dress. So it definitely has a belt with it. I thought there was a jacket, but I might have just seen all the volume of the skirt and mistaken it. It's very pretty, and it looks like it's in relatively good shape. I feel like this should be dry cleaned. Did she hack it? So no, I think that this is okay on the bottom. It's hard to tell with the hem. So I'm going to put this in the box of stuff that needs more things done to it. Oh, no, I'm going to put this over here. I think we're good with this. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to list things that need dry cleaning and, you know, just list them as is and say that they need a dry clean. I just don't know if my guy's even open right now. Wow, this is cute. Very pretty. That rustly kind of taffeta. This, I don't know if this is supposed to be tied more, maybe. Oh no, these are a belt of some sort that go around and hook. So, very cute. Also something that should be dry cleaned. What is happening here? I think it's just a really voluminous skirt. There's a button there. That's interesting. I don't really know if it's just the style. I guess it's just the style of the skirt. It's very full, and it's got buttons. There's a button down here. What is happening here? There's buttons on the back. So I think it's just a really full skirt with interesting bits. That's my take. Very cool. I'll get that on a mannequin and get a better idea. But it's in good shape, as far as I can tell. I'll have to look it over more carefully, but I don't see any obvious staining, so that's fine. I did not notice any tags initially, but a lot of these, the tags are much lower than I'm anticipating. This has a lot of great inner construction. So it's got this inside band that I think is like, you know, will go around here, and you fasten that internally. It's got hook and eye closures. It's got this sort of, so there's, this band has hook and eye closures, and then there's this thin one that's got another hook and eye on its own. It's just giving it some nice structure from the inside. And usually those are more expensive pieces that should do that. So I don't see a label, but that does not matter. No. Buddy, you're killing me. Keeps jumping in my box. All these clothes that I've got ready to list. Hi. There you go. And they're going to be less ready because they're going to be slept on by a cat. Okay. This is just a weird piece of Afghan. I think that she used things like this, like in, you know, like as a hairband, or I don't know. She seemed to do very creative things. I will end up taking stuff like this and making a listing, like a craft lot type of listing of little bits and bobs, as they say. Go over there. This is a scarf. Generally okay. It's got some yellowing. It's not super exciting, but I'll try and give it a soak and see what we get. Little hole. Maybe this will go in a craft lot instead. Or like a lot of scarves that, you know, who knows. This one's cool. I like this a lot. I don't know if this would have gone to a dress or a coat or something. But this is all I have at the moment. Maybe there's more to it in the car. I don't know. Craft lot for now. This seems like it's gonna be nice. What is this? Oh, this is a dress. All right. So there's a metal zipper, which I think is a side metal zipper. There's a pin or two in here. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess this is, I don't know if she was doing some sort of alteration thing to this or not, but this is what it looks like. It's lace, as you can tell. There is some yellowing to various areas. There's a weird cluster of sequins right here. Don't know why. So there's like little bits of sequins on this dress, and you can see that there's a needle. I think I'm showing you the needle here. I don't know what that is. So I don't know if she was putting these sequins on or if she was replacing sequins that had been there in the past. There's none on the back. There are none on the skirt itself. I don't really know what's happening. So I'll look at that a little bit further. It definitely needs to be soaked. I think, oh my God. All right, so this is the lining. Apparently she was trying to hem it or do something. Maybe she was lining it. I don't even know. It's like just a hot mess of pinned lining. It's obviously going to be longer than the dress. The lace does seem to end like it wasn't cut. That's the end of the lace. I don't know what's going on down there. I might have to put this on a mannequin to figure it out, but at the very least, it's going to need to be soaked, and it will need the hem something. So I may list this on Wounded Bird as is and let somebody figure it out, but we'll see what it looks like on a mannequin. So, oh, I forgot about this. This I already soaked, which I did most of those in my first video, but this was hiding from me. This is really cute. It does need repair, but it soaked really nicely. Like it cleaned up decently, I think. Let's see if I can hold this up for you. So it's a white lace jacket type of thing. Probably a beach cover-up. There's this big split up the middle. That just needs to be repaired though. It's right on the seam. Little pocket here, little pocket here, a little cat fight underneath my tripod. So, and then I guess this just looped around the other button. I like this though. This is so pretty, and I think that probably once I repair that seam, it might be good to go. I don't think there were any other major stains. The sleeves are a little bit of a bell sleeve. Oh, there is a little bit of a stain remaining there, but this is really pretty. Probably put this up on Etsy. It kind of has a tag, just 100% cotton, and then size 10. It's not a size 10 by today's standards at all, but it's very cute. I like it. So I'm going to put that in my soak pile, even though it doesn't need to be soaked. It just needs a hem repair though. I can definitely do that on a machine. Maybe I could do it by hand. I'm not sure. All right, this is lingerie. It's not super exciting in and of itself, but it's cute. I'm willing to give it a soak and see what happens. It is a big nightgown. The top of it is very dingy. There's stains on the bottom as well. Let's see. Okay, so it's just a big sort of tent piece, but I like the way the shoulders are done. You can see this is just filthy, so I don't actually know. Like, you see how it's just pure, like straight up dirt discoloration, and then the bottom is all this going on. So it's pretty, it's simple, but it has a lot of interest to it. So, oh my God, look at when you fold this in half, the difference. I don't even want to say the difference in color, the difference in filth. But I will soak this and see what happens. Maybe dye it, maybe dye it, see what we get. That's a fun piece though. And that's a great like Mrs. Roper kind of, you know, nighty thing. What else do we have? This weird piece of green silk something. Maybe it was a sleeve. I don't know. It looks like it was probably a sleeve to something. I don't know what. Throw that over there. There was like a drawer full of like scarves and stuff, and I probably just grabbed most of them. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, so this is a sweater that has a massive hole right in the middle of the chest. It was a Brooks Brothers sweater. I don't know what we're going to do with it now. Not much. It's filthy. I'll show you the tag. Tag's cute. I probably won't do much with this at all because it's just gross, and it's got this massive hole here. And I don't know what we're going to put this in this. I'm not going to lie. May end up throwing that out. Or I'll sew this to the hole. This looks like it was probably on a pillow and then cut out. It's pretty. I like it. That'll go into sort of a craft lot. It's dingy, but any of the things in this craft lot thing, I'm not. It's just going in a whole pile because it's cool enough for me to not want to throw it away, and I hope somebody else can use it. It'll go cheap. This is a cool polo shirt. Nothing super exciting, but it's cute. And size medium. If this is, I don't know if this is supposed to be men's or women's. It doesn't really matter. That's the tag. It's nice and thin. I like it's like almost like a thin t-shirt material. I'll probably throw this up on Depop after it's been washed. So you get to go in there. Let's see. Oh, more panties that are definitely very dirty. I am not going to show these to you. You don't need to see it. They will be soaked. If they might be dyed afterwards, probably, and then we'll list them. We'll see. Shower cap. Very cute and fluffy. Dirty. It's got vinyl on the inside, so also be soaked. We'll see how it cleans up. I hope it cleans up enough for me to be able to list it. Plastic flowers on top, but this is adorable. I would put it on and model it for you, but it's neat looking. So. Let's see, more panties. Are they safe for the camera? They're pretty safe. Okay. Oh, they've got a big hole in them, but they do have, so this hole is along the seam, so I probably can fix that, and I might try to. They have what is known as the mushroom gusset. So it's got that like curved seam, the top. They do need to be washed. Do they have a tag? Let's see. Yes. Some of these go for more than I would think that they do. So you might be looking at these going, why are you going to bother trying to wash some old woman's underwear and sew the seam closed? But because they can go for some money. And that seam should be pretty simple. It's not going to be really fancy when I close it all up, but you know. This is another one that this thing is a little bit destroyed, but I feel like somebody will really love it. But it also shows some of her creative alteration techniques. So this is a, you know, corset style bra. It has the low back, which is really nice.